Hari Om, children. Namaste to all of you. Welcome to the Sanskriti session for
Namaste,
this
ma'am.
Sunday. Yes. Now we will start with the Bhagavad Guru Vandanam first. Shakambari, can you repeat after me?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sada Shiva Samarambam
Sada Shiva Samarambam
Shankaracharya Madhyamam
Shankaracharya Madhyamam
Asmat Acharya Paryantam
Asmadacharya Paryantam
Vande Guru Paramparam.
Vande Guru Paramparam.
Thank you. Which class you are studying, Shakambari?
I am studying 5th standard, ma'am.
5th standard. Okay. Soumya, can we take her as senior group?
Today let her attend both, mommy. Then we will
Okay.
talk to her.
Okay. Then I think I have to call Vishruta only for Gita chanting.
Yeah, Chinmay also has joined, and Vedant is also there. Okay.
Oh, then Vedant. I will select Vedant then. Vedant,
Yes, ma'am.
we will chant for 14th chapter. You have to repeat. Okay. We are doing revision because you were all not present. So again, we are starting from the first. Okay.
Okay.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
अथ चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः
अथ चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
परं भूयः प्रवक्ष्यामि
परं भूय प्रवक्ष्यामि
ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम्
Once, can you repeat again?
ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम्
ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम्
यज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे
यज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे
परां सिद्धिमितो गताः
परां सिद्धिमितो गताः.
Can you read Devanagari Lipi, Vedant?
I
Or
think
you are reading through English? Which one you are seeing in the display?
English, Amma.
English. Okay. Again, we will repeat. Param bhuyah pravakshami.
Param bhuya pravakshami.
Jnananam jnanamuttamam.
ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम्
Yajnatva munayas sarve.
यज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे
Param siddhimito gatah.
परां सिद्धिमितो गताः.
Now first line full. Param bhuyah pravakshami. Jnananam jnanamuttamam.
परं भूय प्रवक्ष्यामि ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम्
Yajnatva munayas sarve. Param siddhimito gatah.
यज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे परां सिद्धिमितो गताः.
Now both the lines together. Param bhuyah pravakshami. Jnananam jnanamuttamam. Yajnatva munayas sarve. Param siddhimito gatah.
परं भूयः प्रवक्ष्यामि ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम् यज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे परां सिद्धिमितो गताः.
Very good. Nicely you have chanted. Please keep listening, unmute in your muted space and repeat the other slokas also. Okay?
Okay.
And finally, you have to send the audio to me, all the 4 slokas. Now next,
Okay.
Sai is there, Sai Nishant.
Yes, Amma.
Okay, second sloka. Okay. Idam jnanamupasritya
इदं ज्ञानमुपाश्रित्य
मम साधर्म्यमागताः
मम श्रद्धार्यमां गताः
साधर्म्यमागताः मम साधर्म्यमागताः
मम साधर्म्यमां गताः
सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते
सर्गीपि नोपजायन्ते
सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते
सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते
प्रलयेन व्यतन्ति च
प्रलयेन वितन्ति च
once more idam jnanamupasritya
इदं ज्ञानमुपाश्रित्य
मम साधर्म्यमागताः
मम साधर्म्यमां गताः
सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते
सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते
प्रलयेन व्यतन्ति च
प्रलयेन व्यतन्ति च
now first line together idam jnanamupasritya mama sadharmyamagataah
इदं ज्ञानमुपाश्रित्य मम साधर्म्यमां गताः
सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते प्रलयेन व्यतन्ति च
सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते प्रलयेन व्यतन्ति च
now both the lines together idam jnanamupasritya mama sadharmyamagataah सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते प्रलयेन व्यतन्ति च
इदं ज्ञानमुपाश्रित्य मम साधर्म्यमागताः सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते प्रलयेन व्यतन्ति च
very good thank you Sai next Hasini is there
Yes, Hasini is there.
Yes,
today.
ma'am.
you have to repeat third
Ma'am,
sloka okay
I'm actually traveling, ma'am. Sometimes the network is not stable, so I think I can say, but sometimes my voice is breaking, ma'am.
let us try okay
Okay, ma'am.
mama yonir mahat brahma
Mama yonir mahat brahma.
tasmin garbham dadamyaham
Tasmin garbham dadamyaham.
sambhava sarvabhutanam
Sambhava sarvabhutanam.
tato bhavati bharata
Tatho bhavati bharata.
mama yonir mahat brahma
Mama yonir mahat brahma.
tasmin garbham dadamyaham
Tasmin garbham dadamyaham.
sambhava sarvabhutanam
Sambhavah sarvabhutanam.
tato bhavati bharata
Tatho bhavati bharata.
first line together mama yonir mahat brahma tasmin garbham dadamyaham sambhavas no first line you tell mama yonir
Mama yonir mahat brahma. Tasmin garbham dadamyaham.
sambhavas sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata
Sambhavah sarvabhutanam. Tatho bhavati bharata.
both the lines together mama yonir mahat brahma tasmin garbham dadamyaham sambhavas sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata
Mama yonir mahat brahma. Tasmin garbham dadamyaham. Amma, can you just
Correct, correct. Dadamyaham.
ददाम्यहं सम्भवः सर्वभूतानां ततो भवति भारत.
Very good, very good. Practice, okay? Listen
Okay.
and in your muted space and listen to others also. Next, one more. Anybody who has not done last week?
Hania.
Anya, can you do? Okay. Sarvayonishu Kaunteya
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
Murtaya Sambhavantiyaha
मूर्तय सम्भवन्ति नाय
Sambhavantiyaha
सम्भवन्ति याः
Tasam Brahma Mahadyonihi
तासां ब्रह्म महत्योनिः
Aham Bija Pradah Pita.
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
Once more. Sarvayonishu Kaunteya
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
Murtaya Sambhavantiyaha
मूर्तसम्भवत्यवन्देयाः
Murtaya Sambhavantiyaha
मूर्तय सम्भवन्ति याः
Tasam Brahma Mahadyonihi
तासां ब्रह्म महत्योनिः
Aham Bija Pradah Pita.
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
First line together. Sarvayonishu Kaunteya Murtaya Sambhavantiyaha
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति चाः
Tasam Brahma Mahadyonihi Aham Bija Pradah Pita.
तासां ब्रह्म महत्योनिः अहं बीजप्रदं पिताः.
Pradah Pita.
प्रदः पिताः.
No, no ha. Pita. Pradah Pita.
प्रदः पिता.
Yes. Sarvayonishu Kaunteya Murtaya Sambhavantiyaha Tasam Brahma Mahadyonihi Aham Bija Pradah Pita.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति त्याः तसं ब्रह्म महत्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिताः.
Pradah Pita.
प्रदः पिता.
After Pita, there is no Visarga, there is no H. No. So you should not say Pitaha. It's only Pita. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All of you listen carefully to the record and send me your audio. First 4 slokas. Those who have learned so far. Okay? Only Vishnuda had sent to me the audio. Others I am waiting. Last week also and this week also. Whosoever has chanted, please send me the audio after listening to the recording. Thank you, everybody. Over to Sudha ma'am.
Namaste, all children. Today we are going to talk about Karma Yoga. You know, Karma Yoga comes in, which text? It is part of which text, you know?
Amma, can I say?
Yes.
Bhagavad Gita chapter 12.
Yes, it is coming in many chapters. It is part of Bhagavad Gita. So you all know, I am not telling you the Mahabharata story. You all must be knowing that Krishna taught Arjuna this Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna was very depressed in the battlefield. He was so upset that he had to fight with Drona and Bhishma Charya who were on the other side, opposite side. So why should I kill them? So he was so depressed and he wanted to run away from the battlefield. That is why Krishna started teaching him Bhagavad Gita. Krishna advised him that he should do his duty first, and the duty should be done with the attitude of Karma Yoga. So he taught Karma Yoga to Arjuna. That Karma Yoga is useful to all of us, even for you children at this age itself. You can follow the principles of Karma Yoga that will help you to handle difficult situations in life in a very intelligent way. That is why we are going to discuss about the Karma Yoga. Actually, today I am taking up two slokas which we have already done only. They are very important slokas, so we will take them up. One we had already done in the Sanskriti class, one we had done in the camp. You all didn't attempt the camp, so I am taking that sloka also. So let me take one situation. So Rahul is a very intelligent boy. He always comes first in the class. So his annual exams are up. He always used to be confident. There was no one to beat him in the class. But suddenly, one new student has joined in his class. He seems to be more intelligent than Rahul. So before the exam, Rahul is very worried. Why? Why should he get worried?
Amma, can I answer?
Yes,
Amma, he's like worried because he might get full mark in exam.
he might get
Full mark in exam than him.
the other student, the new student,
Or the new student.
he may beat
Amma,
him.
Yeah.
So he's worried about what? He's worried about his result.
It's good.
Worried whether I can beat him or not. I'm always coming first. This time, will it happen or not? So, if he goes to write the exam with this concern in his mind, thinking about that only, so this time I don't think I'll come first, that boy is going to beat me, do you think he will be able to do well in the exam? He will not be able to concentrate. No, he will not be able to focus. Why? He is worried about his result only. So, like that, you can think of any situation. So, suppose you are part of a football team or a basketball team in your school, you have been the inter-school match. You have been winning in all the games. Tomorrow is final. So again, you are thinking, will we be able to win or not? Will the other two team will be doing better? So if you are only thinking like that, always attached to the result, what will happen? Your focus will not be there, your attention gets distracted, you will not be able to do well. You know, there is a sloka in Bhagavad Gita, we have done it before in Sanskriti class, which tells you not to get attached to the result. Which sloka? Who can tell me? A very famous sloka we have done before, so that's being shown there.
Amma, can I say Vishruta?
Okay, Vishruta, can you chant that sloka?
Yes, Amma.
Hmm.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भू मा ते सङ्कोऽस्व कर्मणि.
Anyone knows the meaning of this sloka? Okay, I'll tell you. There are 4 parts. We have already done it in detail, but it is worth repeating again and again and again. Bhagavad Gita is such that you have to read again and again and again to fully understand this. This sloka is one of the most important slokas of Bhagavad Gita. Okay? So this tells you you have choice only to do your actions. You can do whatever you want. You want to play, you can play. If you want to study, you can study. If you want to watch TV, you can watch TV. Whatever you want to do, you have full freedom to choose your actions. But do you have choice in the results? Can you definitely say this is what is going to be my result? Do you have that? Tell me.
No, Amma.
No.
No,
You
ma'am.
don't have control over your results. So this third part of the sloka says, don't have result as the motive. Don't work only for the result. But just because result is not in your hands, don't be inactive. That is the fourth part. First part, you have every right to do whatever you want to do. Yes? Who was asking some question? Second part, you don't have choice in your result. You don't have control over that. Third part, so don't have result as your motive. Fourth part, just because results are not in your hands, don't remain inactive. So let us explain in detail. First part is very easy. You can do whatever you want to do. But why results are not in our hands? Can you give some examples? Why we cannot definitely say this is what is going to happen? Huh? Can you give? Think of that, some situations. Okay.
Amma, can I say Vishruta?
Yes, yes.
Amma, Ma, because anything can happen at the last moment. We never know what happens, what God has planned for us. We should not worry about the result.
Yes, anything can happen. Yes,
Chinmay.
Chinmay and Desika. You
You're
are
not audible,
please
Chinmay.
unmute and then talk,
Yeah,
please.
unmute only, but I think some audio problem.
Amma, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
If we are confident about our results in exam and we think we'll get out of out and we get a less marks, we'll get disappointed. So we
Yes.
should not like.
Yes, that is there. But why it is not in our, see, for example, let us take farmer. Farmer sows the seeds, he works very hard on the field, but still the crops will yield according to expectation or not, depends on what rain. If enough rain should be there, then only he will get the yield of the crop. So that means over rain also will spoil the crop. All right, you are planning for a presentation, the Sanskriti class that day, your internet failure. You have put your effort, but internet is not cooperating, so that becomes a failure. Like that, anything can happen which prevents you from getting that expected result. So when your mind is prepared for that, you will not get attached to the result. But that does it mean, oh, the result are not in my hand? Why should I work? Why should I prepare? Will it be your plan? Can you do like that? Is
No,
it
ma.
wrong to set a goal? To wrong to have an expectation? No, you can expect. There is nothing wrong in expecting a good result. So only if you have a goal, you will work for that. You have, I want to get 90% goal. That is goal. Then only you will work hard. If you don't even set a goal, how will you work hard? So your goals should be set. Okay, before the exam, you can expect good result and you prepare for that. But once you are started writing the exam, even during the exam also, and when you finish the exam also, forget about what is going to be the result. You have to do your best and leave the rest to God will decide what result will come to you. So when you are mentally prepared, I have done my best, so whatever result comes, you will. So what is the advantage of preparing your mind like that? By detaching your mind like that, what is the advantage? Can you tell me?
Amma, can
Yeah,
I answer?
Ritika?
It saves you from disappointment if you don't get it.
Yes, it saves you from frustration, disappointment. And even during the exam, as I told you, your focus will not be go. You will have the focus. Otherwise, you will buy, oh, which teacher is going to correct my paper? Oh, she is not very lenient. That teacher, if she corrects, I will get better. Like that, if you keep on thinking about your result only while writing the exam, you will not be able to give full justification to whatever you are doing. But you should try to do your best. In the effort part, nothing should be lacking, and that effort itself, that work itself, should give you the joy. So according to Karma Yoga, success is not in the result. Success is what type of effort you put. You enjoy working for that, you enjoy studying for that. That enjoyment itself is a result. So there is no failure when you are studying and you have studied well. Have you not made some progress? For example, you are preparing for a music competition. So you would have taken a lot of efforts to practice well. So you have improved your music skill. Even if you lose in the competition, there is some improvement in your music skill. That itself is a success. So you enjoy your work. There was one artist, famous artist. He always used to enjoy his work. Somebody told him, why don't you take part in that competition? They are giving 1 lakh prize. He refused. You know why? If I take part in the competition, then I will be motivated only by the result. More than that 1 lakh, I am enjoying my work. So you should enjoy the journey, the work. That is more important. And there was one archer. He was always winning in the game. One day before that archer, when he went for the game, somebody told him, today, whoever is the winner, they are going to get 1 lakh prize away. So his mind went there to that money. Then he lost his focus and he lost his game. That is why your aim should not be always focused on the result. You have your goal, have expectation, work hard, do your best, but after that, result don't get attached to that. That is what this sloka says. Okay. Now, okay, you have left everything. Now the results have come. Your teacher has given you the result. You have got your progress sheet. So there are three possibilities. Suppose your expectation was 90%. What are the three possibilities? You may get 90%, or you may get other two possibilities.
More than that,
More than 90% or
less than
less
90%.
than 90%. Okay, anything you may get. So that is, it can be success or failure. Anything you game or competition or exam. So whatever you wanted, if it happens, you call it success. Whatever you wanted, if it doesn't happen, it is failure. So how should you behave now? After the result has come, whether it is success or failure, what should be your attitude? Hmm?
Like the next exam, you should get more than that.
Yes, what is that?
Be more loud.
Like in exam, like if you got more marks, okay, we can score 95, 96, like we should go there. When you got less than 90%, okay, the next thing should be
Yes.
we should go there.
You are, but that okay should come only if you have done your best. You have done your best. That was nothing was lacking from your part. After that, if the result is not up to your expectation, you should not get frustrated or disappointed, or that should not hamper your further progress. So that is called samatvam, equanimity. There is another sloka 2.48. Yes. You, who will repeat after me this sloka? Chinmay. Yogastha kuru karmani. Chinmay.
Unmute
Unmute
yourself.
Chinmay.
Amma, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yogastha kuru karmani.
Yogastha kuru karmani.
Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva.
Siddhya siddhyo samabhutva.
Samatvam yoga uchyate.
Samatvam yoga uchyate.
This shloka talks about that samatvam. You know what is samatvam? Equanimity. Facing failure and success in the same way. You may think we are all children, why should we do it? But if you try and develop this attitude of itself, later on it will be very useful to you in life. See, this life is full of competition everywhere. So you have to face competition, whether it is job interview or some competition. You have to keep on facing like this. So if you develop these attitudes, you will go up in life. It will be easy for you to handle situations in life. Note that samatva buddhi. And there are many people who have failed, and after failure they didn't leave. They came up in life. Can you give some example? The failure they treated as the step stone for success. Anybody example you can quote after failure who came up in life?
APJ Abdul Kalam.
Abdul Kalam. Yes. You all know that Harry Potter story, J.K. Rowling. You know,
Yeah, ma'am.
story was rejected by all publishers. It was a failure. So what did she do? She again and again and tried, and it has become so popular. And Thomas Alva Edison, who invented this electric bulb, 1,000 bulbs didn't work, it seems. After that, he tried. So failure, it should not let you down. So again, you have to work hard and to gain the success. If you have the attitude, you can come up in life. These things are very necessary for you to come up in life. So only two slokas itself, something about karma yoga. These both are representing karma yoga. So now let us see what is this karma yoga. When we say yoga, immediately don't think the asanas which we do. Here, yoga means union with God. So karma yoga, and karma means action. Karma yoga means doing the same actions with a particular attitude. That is called karma yoga. With the attitude of wisdom, with the attitude of discipline, with the attitude of devotion, with the attitude of selflessness, with an attitude of acceptance, with the attitude of sharing and caring. So many things are there. When you do the same karma actions with such attitudes, then it is called karma yoga. You understand difference between ordinary karma and karma yoga? Karma is any action. But if you do like this without getting attached to the results, treating both success and failure same, there are many more things. In one class we cannot do. We will see again and again about karma yoga. Then if you have to try to, you should try to follow karma yoga in your life. Last week
Amma.
when Hema ma'am, okay, yes.
Amma, some people say that failure is one step closer to success.
Very good. Yes, that is what you should take. When Hema ma'am told the story of that Sibi king, how he offered his flesh, then Virat asked one question: is it karma yoga? Yes, that is also karma yoga. Serving others. That was a selfless action. But many people think karma yoga means only selfless action. So I wanted you to understand selfless action is also part of karma yoga, but there is more to it. That is what I am trying to tell you. See, in the nature also, don't you see trees? They don't take the fruits which they produce. Rivers, they don't drink their water. Sun gives sunshine for others. They are all doing for others only. They are all examples of karma yoga. Do you do selfless actions at home, at school, to your parents? Selfless means you should not even expect a thank you from others. They don't get upset if they don't say thank you and they praise you. On your own, you should try to do the actions which will help others. That is called selfless action. Then only it is karma yoga. And you should not praise yourself. You know, I have done that. I am responsible for that. Do you see all this I have decorated? Like that also, you should not claim for that, credit for that, and without expecting praise from others. Like that, if you do selfless action, that is karma yoga. So I'll just sum up. Karma yoga gives you mental balance. It gives you it gives you that intelligence to handle situations. It gives you peace of mind. It gives you that likes and dislikes. You will not have strong likes and dislikes. And whatever work you do, you should do it cheerfully without complaining. Your mother asks you to clean the floor. You should do it cheerfully without complaining. Whatever work you do, let me do it the best of my ability. Happily, you should do. That is also karma yoga. To remain calm, that is also karma yoga. Sharing and caring for others, that is also karma yoga. Doing your best, to put in your best effort, that is also karma yoga. So many aspects are there. We will see more and more about karma yoga afterwards in with more slokas. Today this much, okay?
Learn a bhajan now. Okay. Bring up the bhajan for you all to see. Okay. Ananya, are you there? Can you unmute? Ananya, she was there, not there now. Okay. Okay. Okay, Shakambari, can you repeat? भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
लास्या
Yes, sir.
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
Govinda Gopala Gopala
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
Govinda Gopala Gopala
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
Bhajaman Govinda Gopala
शी भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
Bhajaman Govinda Gopala
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
Bhajaman Govinda Gopala
गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला
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 थैंक यू विश्रुता गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
वेदांत गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
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 साई गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
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 हानिया गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
रमण गोविंद गोपाला
लिखिता अनम्यूट ओके नितिका
Yes, Amma.
okay after Nitika Likita will sing okay be ready
Yes,
Nitika
ma'am. Yes,
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
लिखिता गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
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 गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला
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 थैंक यू चिन्मयी देसिका भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
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 गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाला
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 बज मन गोविंद गोपाला
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला
Okay, thank you, Chinmayi. Desika Hasini, are you able to sing? You have network?
Can anyone sing the whole song was learnt now? Confident?
Amma, my network is not stable, Amma. I don't think I can sing.
Okay, that's okay.
Anybody-
Shakambari, you have raised your hand. Is Shakambari?
Ma'am, can I sing this song?
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
भज मन गोविंद गोपाला भज मन गोविंद गोपाला गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला
Shakambari, 1 second. Govinda, you should go like that, okay? Govinda Gopala.
गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला गोविंद गोपाला गोपाला भज मन गोविंद गोपाला.
Thank you, Shakambari. Second set of lines. Who wants to try?
Back in it for Hania.
Yes, Hania.
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल
Hania, it is
बोलो
Govinda bolo Hari Gopal
it should be
bolo.
down, okay?
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
Repeat again. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo.
गोविंद बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद
Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo.
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
Govinda Gopala, Gopala.
गोविंद गोपाल गोपाल
Baj man Govind Gopala.
रमन गोविंद गोपाल.
Okay, thank you. We'll put the recording on the group. Everybody learn this song, and in next class we should be able to sing it. Okay. Thank you, senior students. Now we'll start for juniors. Okay.
Just give me share settings, Soumya.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. Let me give you share.
Hari Om.
Yeah, please see if you got access.
Yeah, I
now.
got it. Got it.
Hari Om.
Got the share setting. Yeah, thank you.
Hari Om Amma. Hari Om Amma.
Hari Om. Okay, do we have all the juniors here?
Hari Om Amma.
Stay back. Okay. Samrita, Ishan, Manushri. Okay, Lakshmi Pranavi has joined. Who else? Manushri, then Vedant, Junior, and Grahit are sitting together. Ishan is there.
Ma'am, Shrihan is not there. He's absent.
Okay. 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 Over to Hema ma'am for story. We'll start with the story today.
Namaste, children. So today we are going to see a story called Kubera's Feast. You know who was Kubera? Kubera is a lord of wealth. You know, he got a blessing from boon from Shiva that his wealth will never diminish, never become less, how much ever he keeps spending. So he's the one who's having lots and lots of money. So we're going to see his feast, his story on how he organized a feast and what happened. Feast is what? A huge party where we give food to people. We call them and give them food. Okay, before I go into the story, I acknowledge Magic Box Stories. I have taken the images from their cartoon. So it is there on YouTube. If you can see Kubera's feast, you will get the entire motion cartoon also. So acknowledgement to them for the images. So Kubera, as I told you, was a god of wealth. So he was so rich, he became so rich and he became arrogant. Arrogant means he became very proud. Okay. One day he said, I'm going to host a huge feast for all the gods. I'll call everybody and I will show them how much money I have got. You know, let them all know, let the men and the gods know how much money I have. So after inviting all the people on the earth and all the important people, he goes straight to Kailasha on his flying chariot. He goes there to invite who? Who is there in Kailasha? Lord Shiva. He goes to invite him. And he lands there and walks straight to Lord Shiva. Now, as I told you, Lord Shiva was the one who gave him all the wealth, who gave him the boon of um, money that will never get over, no matter how much he spent it. So Lord Shiva sees him approaching with his chest held down, walking in pride, and no humbleness, no humility. The head is not bowed down. Okay. Comes in front of him and says him, Oh Shiva, please come for my feast. I'm organizing a great party. Come, you and come with Parvati and attend it. Lord Shiva saw the way he's speaking, the way his body language is. He understood that this is not a request out of love or affection or respect. This is just to show off his wealth. So, as Lord Shiva wants to teach everybody the right thing, he says that I have to teach him a lesson. Okay, he should come out of his pride. So he says, Sorry, I cannot come. And even Parvati cannot come. We both are very busy. So Kubera says, Oh, but how can I go back disappointed? I come to the invitation and someone has to come to my feast. So Shiva and Parvati immediately look towards Ganesha, who was there, and say, No problem, our son Ganesha will accompany you and he will enjoy all the lovely food that you're going to give him. So Ganesha goes in the beautiful chariot, goes to the palace, the magnificent, beautiful palace. Okay. If you go in the palace, there is gold, silver, diamonds, jewelry all over the place. You know, everything showing how rich this person is, how rich Kubera is. Okay. Anybody who enters will say, so much wealth, so much money this person has got. Okay. They took him to his table. The table was loaded with fruits, food, fruits, everything, sweets, everything. So if you can see in this picture, there are laddus, there are barfis, there are definitely modak will be there, salad is there, juices are there. Can you unmute yourself and tell me some more yummy food items quickly?
Ma'am, grapes.
Grapes. Anybody else?
Grapes, oranges.
Oranges.
Then
food items. Delicious food items. Laddu. Then
modaka. Apple. Banana. Apple.
Banana. Dosa, idli, sambar, puri. All those things when you go to marriage, what and all you eat? What do you eat?
Ma'am, parota like that things.
Parota, chole bhature, all yummy things were there. So Ganesha sat down to eat and he started eating full speed. Okay. The moment the things were kept in front of him, he gulped. He kept just gobbling, kabak, tabak. Everything is getting over in seconds. And the cooks are running up and down preparing new and new food. So you see, Ganesha, how much ever food they keep in front of him, he's finishing it up in few minutes. Okay. He drinks up all the paisam, he eats up all the laddus, he finishes all the modak, all the barfi is over, all the pulao is over, all the coconut rice is over. So Kubera comes, he's worried. So he calls lots of people, army of cooks, and says, Come on, make more food. The kitchens, they are making and making and making. This one Ganesha is eating the food which was thousands of people can eat. That much food this Ganesha is keeping on eating. The cooks cannot keep in pace. They're not able to, match up with the speed of the eating of Ganesha. Moment he finishes, he says, "Give me more, give me more, give me more." So the everything is getting over. All the food is getting over. In the kitchen, the cooks have been cooking and cooking for days. They are tired. They are exhausted. And all the ingredients, the rice, the dal, the sugar, everything, the jaggery, everything is over. Only empty vessels are there now. Ganesha says, "There's nothing more to eat, but I'm still hungry. My hunger is not satisfied. You called me for a feast, now satisfy my hunger." So he starts eating what does he start eating? Vessels. One by one, he starts eating the vessels. And as he starts eating the vessels also are getting over. He tells to Kubera, "There is nothing more. Now I'm going to start eating your palace. I'm so hungry." Now Kubera is so worried, he runs to Shiva and Parvati and says, "Forgive me. I have called Ganesha and he's eaten all the food. He will finish all my wealth just by eating everything. So please help me." So Lord Shiva that time advises him and tells him that you organize this big dinner party or feast just for showing what is your wealth is. In fact, you should organize it for showing your love and affection for people, for showing your respect. Okay? He says you should be like a fruit tree that bends down with the weight of his fruits. The more fruits the tree has, you will see the tree will bend down. They'll be humble. Okay, they'll bow down. Like that you should be. So Parvati takes pity on him. She gives him a small bowl of rice and says, "Give it to Ganesha, bow down in front of him, do namaskara, and offer it with humility." Humility means with no pride in your heart. You should not offer it like, "I'm rich, you're poor." No. Please take, like using polite words. So Kubera went and gave the Ganesha that bowl of rice, and what happens? He just eats that small bowl of rice and he says, he burps and he says, "Now I am full. Now my hunger is satisfied." Okay. Immediately Kubera fell at his feet and begged forgiveness for his pride. So is it good to be proud? Even if the person is the richest person in the world, is it good to be proud? No, because somewhere God will try to give us a lesson for it. Okay. So the message of the story is we need not please God or other people by offering expensive gifts. Okay. Simple. In Gita it says offer one flower, one leaf, that is enough. Okay. God wants your love and affection, not your money or how many kilos of pongal you can make and give is not important. Okay. If you have extra, share it with others. Whether it is knowledge, whether it is money, whether it is clothes, food, toys, if you have extra, give it to others. Okay. That is the way. And humbly, while giving it, we should not give it with pride. Okay. So now we go to quiz time. Okay. Are you ready for the quiz? Can I have a
Yes,
thumbs up?
ma'am.
Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
The first question. Why didn't Lord Shiva accept Kubera's invitation to lunch or feast, the feast?
Because
You have to raise your hand, tell me your name and then answer.
Anirudh. Amma, Anirudh.
Anirudh, yes.
To teach him a lesson. We should not
Why?
be proud of anything. Means
But why did he say he's proud? Why do you think he's proud?
because he has so many money and he thinks I am the richest person in the world. I can do
Yes.
whatever I want.
Yes, correct. Very good. Very good. Second
Thank you, Amma.
question. What could be the reason that Ganesha's hunger was satisfied with that small last bowl of rice? He ate vessels, his hunger was not appeased.
Amma, can I say Samrita?
Samrita.
Amma, Amma, because Ganesha wanted to teach Kubera a lesson.
Yeah, but how did that small bowl of rice satisfy his hunger? How did
Amma Pranavi.
How did Kubera offer it?
Amma Pranavi.
This time, how he offered? Samrita, this time, how he offered it?
Shakambari.
Yes, Shakambari.
Because Kubera gave that rice to Ganesha with humble and with a devotion, so that only Ganesha's hunger was satisfied.
Correct, because with devotion and humility, not with pride. Very good. Okay, do you feel you have excess of anything that you would like to share with others in the world? Anybody over here? Yes, Ved, Grahit, one of you?
Ma'am,
What do you have excess? You want to share with others?
yes, ma'am, I want to share. We can share.
What will you share? Tell me the specific. What will you share?
We will share like we will share like some toys like
Toys, yes. What else? Anybody else?
food.
Maya Krishnan, what will
Ma'am,
you share?
food we can. Ma'am,
Food. Yes, food. Maya Krishnan, you unmute yourself.
Amma Manashri.
Manashri.
Ma'am, we can share. Amma. Food.
Yes, food. Yes. Who else?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Somebody.
Yes, Shakambari.
Ma'am, we can even draw some toys with my relations,
Very
ma'am.
good. So whatever you have excess,
Ma'am, we can
openly
share
go.
clothes.
Clothes also, all of us. Good clothes, wearable condition, we can share, right? So what lessons did Kubera learn from this experience?
Shakambari.
Shakambari will give chance to someone else and then we'll come back to you. Anybody else?
Abba Vedant.
Vedant, yes.
Kubera learned you should not be proud of money.
Of anything, money or anything that we possess, we should not be proud of it. Very good.
Which is
Shakambari.
negative.
Shakambari, and then we'll close this session. Shakambari.
Ma'am, ma'am, Kubera learned that we need to give everything with devotion and with full of joy and happiness. If you don't give like that, no one was not satisfied.
Very good, excellent. Yes. Now, lots of festivals are coming up in a line, isn't it? So I want you to just think of how many type of modaks can be prepared. Okay. One day I will ask you after Ganesh Chaturthi is over. Maybe you don't make at home, never mind. But how many types of modaks can be prepared? Can you name 3 types of laddus? Can you tell
Yes,
3
ma'am.
paisams made with jaggery or good, vellam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many types of vadas can be prepared for God? So 4 questions are your takeaways. Okay. We will discuss this after Ganesh Chaturthi. Thank you all. Over to Soumya ma'am and Sudha. I think Uma ma'am is the next.
Yes. Harihi Om. Agachatu children. Jai Mantram. Namaste. Jai Mantram. Patami Samskritam Nityam. Vadami Samskritam Sada. Dhyayami Samskritam Samyak. Vande Samskrita Mataram. Vande Samskrita Mataram. Very good. We will see one song in Sanskrit. We will see that. We are all of Bharat. Okay. Samrita Agachatu Gayatuma Vayam Bhalakaha
Vayam Bhalakaha
Vayam Bhalakaha
Bharat Bhaktaha
Very good.
Bharat Bhaktaha
Vayam
Amma, your voice is not proper.
Slightly breaking, Mami. Try again.
Okay. Vayam Bhalikaha
Vayam Bhalikaha
Bharat Bhaktaha
Bharat Bhaktaha.
Can you hear me now? The sound is not clear.
Like my voice is breaking.
Acha, because of
A
internet
second,
problem, I think.
okay. Now it is. Now I think it's okay. Try it.
Okay. Okay.
You can try switching off your video, Mami. Maybe because that will
Yes,
help.
yes. Definitely. I will do. Okay.
Yeah.
Now my voice is clear, ma?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Samrudha, agachatu. Vayam balakaha.
Vayam balakaha.
Bharata bhaktaha.
Bharata bhaktaha.
Vayam balikaha.
Vayam balikaha.
Not Vayam, not Vayam. Vayam. Vayam balikaha.
Vayam balikaha.
Bharata
Vayam
bhaktaha.
Bharata bhaktaha.
Oh, my voice is echo. Echo. Is it echo?
It is okay now. It is okay now.
Okay. Next, Dhanyavadagama, Samrudha. Shakampari agachatu. Vadatu ma. Gayatu.
Can I try that?
Yes, ma. Second line. We will try in the second line. Okay. Vayam hi sarve bharata bhaktaha.
Okay, ma'am. Vayam hi sarve bharata bhakta prithvim swargam jetum shakta vayam balaka bharata bhakta vayam balika bharata bhakta vayam hi sarve bharata bhakta prithvim swargam jetum shakta.
Dhanyavadagama. Next, Lakshmi Pranavi and Anirudh.
Yes.
Agachatu.
Agachatu amma.
Agachatu. Vayam sudhiraha.
Vayam sudhiraha.
Vayam suviraha.
Vayam suviraha.
Krishtamanasaha.
Krishtamanaha.
Krishtamanasaha.
Krishnamanasaha.
Prishtashariraha.
Prishtasariraha.
Bushtasariraha.
Pushtasariraha.
Very good. Dhanyavadaha. Next.
Dhanyavadaha.
Who is next? Dhanyavadaha. Mayakishan agachatu. Mayakishan agachatu. Bhuripata. Agachatu. Bhuripata. Okay. Bhuripamo. Anuvadatu. Tell. Repeat. Bhuripatamo.
Voice is cutting.
Oh.
Break your voice.
Break arda. Okay. Now I am telling clearly. Bhuripatamo.
Puripatamo.
Bhurilikamo.
Burilikamo.
Very good. Pavidasmo.
Pavidatmo.
Janahite niyuktaha.
Janatite niyuktaha.
Vayam balakaha.
Vayam balakaha.
Vayam balikaha.
Vayam balikaha.
Dhanyavadaha. Next, Ishan agachatu.
Agachatu.
Jati dharma mada bedam tyaktva.
Jati
dharma mata bedam tyaktva. Mata bedam tyaktva.
Vedam Chatva.
Bedam tyaktva.
Vedam Chatva.
Okay. Varadavarsham pujyam matva. Varadavarsham. Can you hear? Oh, No, ma. Acha. Okay, ma. Vayam. Okay. वयं बालकाः
वयं बालकाः
Can you hear? भारतभक्ताः
भारतभक्ताः
वयं बालिकाः
वयं बालिकाः
भारतभक्ताः
भारतभक्ताः
Manushi and Abhishobhyaram. Manushi, Akshobhin. Agachatu, Manushi.
Agachatu, ma'am.
Agachatu, vadatu. Bhagavad Bhavam.
Bhagavat Bharam
Hridaye Dritva.
Hridaye Dritva
Bharata Sevayam.
Bharata Sevaya
Anuraktaha.
Anuraktaha
Vayam balakaha.
Vayam balakaha
Bharatabhaktaha.
Bharatabhaktaha
Vayam balikaha.
Vayam balikaha
Bharatabhaktaha.
Bharatabhaktaha.
Okay. Anybody is there? Netra? Netra is there, ma? No?
No.
No. Okay. Next.
We can teach the
Who?
Uma, I think now Lakshmi Mummy can teach the slogan. All children have
chanted, no? All children get chanted. Okay. Dhanyavadaha. Samaptam. Dhanyavadaha.
So today, children,
network problem. Okay.
You all have learned a beautiful story of Ganesha, no? So Ganesh Chaturthi is coming and you can think of so many eatables which Ganesha likes, and you have to prepare everything for the question answer session after Ganesh Chaturthi. Okay. Now today we will learn one Ganapati Stotram. Okay. Before Ganesh Chaturthi, you can learn this and you can chant it on that day, Ganesh Jayanti day. Okay. So first we will start with Manushi and Anirudh, no? Akshobhya.
Okay, Amma.
Pranamya Shirasa Devam.
Pranamya Shirasa Devam
Gauri Putram.
Gauri Putram
Vinayakam.
Vinayakam
Bhaktavasam.
Bhaktavasam
Smare Nityam.
Mare Nityam
Ayuh Kamartha.
Ayuh Kamartha
Siddhaye.
Siddhaye.
Very good. Once more. Pranamya Shirasa Devam.
Pranamya Shirasa Devam
Gauri Putram Vinayakam.
Gauri Putram Vinayakam
Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam.
Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam
Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye.
Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye.
Very good. So Manishi, Lakshmi, Pranavi, Anirudh, all have chanted. Now others, you have to mute yourself and listen. Okay? So others who are there, those who are not chanted, Vedant, Anirudh, Junior Vedant, Anirudh.
Grahit and Junior Vedant.
Yeah, Grahit and Junior Vedant. Yes. Ready?
Yes, Abba.
Okay. Prathamam Vakratundam cha.
Abba, can you repeat it? We're not able to.
Yeah. Prathamam
Pratham
Vakratundam cha.
वक्रतुण्डं च
एकदन्तम्
एकदन्तं
द्वितीयकम्
द्वितीयकं
तृतीयं
तृतीयं
कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षम्
कृष्णपित्याय
गजवक्त्रं
जगदत्तं
चतुर्थकम्.
चतुर्थकं
We will repeat same. प्रथमं
प्रथमं
वक्रतुण्डं च
वक्रतुण्डं च
एकदन्तम्
एकदन्तं
द्वितीयकम्
द्वितीयकं
तृतीयं
तृतीयं
कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षम्
कृष्णपित्याय
गजवक्त्रं
गजवक्त्रं
चतुर्थकम्
चतुर्थकं
चतुर्थकम्.
चतुर्थकं.
Yes, correct. Okay, now we will go to Vishruta, Samruta. Samruta, ready? You have to mute.
Yes, Amma.
Okay, others mute and listen. Same 4 lines we will repeat. Okay. Pranamya Shirasa Devam
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं
Gauri Putram Vinayakam
गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं
Bhaktavasam
भक्तामासं
Smare Nityam
स्मरे नित्यं
Ayuh Kamartha
आयुर्कामार्थ
Siddhaye.
सिद्धये.
Once more. Pranamya Shirasa Devam
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं
Gauri Putram Vinayakam
गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं
Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam
भक्तामासं स्मरे नित्यं
Bhaktavasam Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam
भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यं
Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye.
आयुर्कामार्थ सिद्धये.
Prathamam Vakratundam cha
प्रणमं वक्रतुण्डं च
Prathamam, not Pranavam. Prathamam
प्रथमं
Vakratundam cha
वक्रतुण्डं च
Ekadantam
एकदन्तं
Dvitiyakam
इतीयकं
Tritiyam
इतीयं
Krishnapingaksham
कृष्णपियाक्षं
Pingaksham
पिङ्गाक्षं
Gajavaktram
गजवक्त्रं
Chaturtakam.
अतुर्तकं.
Again, these 2 lines. Prathamam
प्रथमं
Vakratundam cha
वक्रतुण्डं च
Ekadantam
एकदन्तं
Dvitiyakam
द्वितीयकं
Tritiyam
तृतीयं
Krishnapingaksham
कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं
Gajavaktram
गजवक्त्रं
Chaturtakam.
अतुर्तकं.
Thank you. Practice. Okay. Now, anybody else who has not chanted? Come on.
शाकम्भरी.
Shakambari. Okay. Pranamya Shirasa Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam
गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं
Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam
भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यं
Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye.
आयुः कामार्थ सिद्धये.
Pranamya Shirasa Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye Prathamam Vakratundam Cha Ekadantam Dvitiyakam Tritiyam Krishnapingaksham Gajavaktram Chaturtakam Prathamam Vakratundam Cha Ekadantam Dvitiyakam Tritiyam Krishnapingaksham Gajavaktram Chaturtakam. Very good. Excellent. Now, time is there, Sudha? One more child, Maya Krishnan.
We can one more child we can
do.
tell.
Maya Krishnan.
Yeah, Maya Krishnan.
Yes, Amma.
Okay, you repeat. Pranamya
Pranamya
Shirasa Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye Prathamam Pranamya Shirasa Devam Pranamya Shirasa Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam Ayuh Kamartha Siddhaye. Next line. Prathamam Vakratundam Cha Ekadantam Dvitiyakam Tritiyam Krishnapingaksham Gajavaktram Chaturtakam Prathamam Vakratundam Cha Ekadantam Dvitiyakam Tritiyam Krishnapingaksham Gajavaktram Chaturtakam. Very good. Thank you, Maya Krishna. All of you learned this? Can we close down?
Yes,
Sudha?
yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
So let us close down today's session. We all learned Ganesh Bhajan and Gopala Bhajan and beautiful story of Ganesha. No, so nice to eat so many things. You all also will get everything on Ganesh Chaturthi day. Okay, so let us expect for that day. Huh? Om Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om Amma.